the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Appalachian State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback keeper slithers into space. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Bounced right back to them. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. To the air, it's Daly. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down. So Arizona State's offense will get the ball for the first time. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He turns it loose to the left. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They booted away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Dropping back, it's Daly. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A quick pass to the left. Ball by himself down the middle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Arizona State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This will be the final play of the first quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Daly. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Sun Devils are on the move.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Looking to take a shot. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico State. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's caught. It's Ellington. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Give to the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play-action fake. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's Gaines. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Safe completion on the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to attack another one. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue.
Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Daly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the tailback. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And
got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Plucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds a little space. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's gained. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Dyer. Trying to escape and get it himself. Made a defender miss. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rush is on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat up.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it near midfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly complete. Turning it on. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Fires to the tight end. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out.
This is a defense. Prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
On the run, it's Ellington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Daly. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Creates a little space. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st and 10 for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's caught inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. He's going to run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wilson to pass. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Just keeps slinging it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Throws it back. And he's got it inside the 25. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Now sliding to his left. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here comes the 2-point try. They'll run play action. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now they'll run the draw. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Duff. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Gives it on the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Running into the middle. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little
It's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
One more play to pad the stats. Making side adjustments here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a play...